If you sprinkle a little bit of oxide and carbonate on it, sometimes you can see the flame go different colors. Yeah, there you go. Hello you dirty potters, how are you today? Today I'm going to be doing a pit fire, but I'm going to take a suggestion from many of you in my comments below from the last pit fire. I built this pit fire by myself, and when I was building it, I wanted the bricks to be a little bit loose so that air can kind of come in between these little holes on the inside of the pit fire. Without air, the fire doesn't continue to burn and you get a lot less heat. It snuffs itself out. But it's kind of a tricky game because I need enough materials in there that are flammable and burnable enough to hold heat in there so that the pores of my clay actually open up and accept any color and keep that color inside of the clay body. But I also don't want too many air holes because it'll cool down way too fast and let way too much air in. So a lot of you guys have been suggesting in the comments below that I just do what you guys do, that I just plug these little holes up with clay, which evidently is a thing that potters have been doing for generations, which I totally already knew about. You didn't know about it. I was just testing you, making sure you knew about it. Shut up, I knew that. So before we start, I'm gonna get a little bit of my excess clay here and line the holes with some of that clay. This is actually going on very smooth. I'm not gonna lie. This is way easier than I thought it would be. Now, this wasn't like the point of the entire thing, but I would be lying if I didn't say this feels a little bit good. And I think I'm gonna use copper and iron today for the colorants. You see, my goal with a pit fire is never really to get it to burn for a long time. It's to get it up to a certain temperature, let that burn for a consistent amount of time within that temperature, and then let it slowly drop off. And to make sure that happens, I got some gas. Well, if you're just gonna use gas, why did you even bring anything else to the party? I also like to put the little color burritos right underneath whatever I think I'm gonna be firing. So I'll put one about right there. I'll put some of the iron ones right here because I know I'm going to be covering that spot later. Just a little bit more of these wooden pellets here. It's not too much. It might be too much. Oh, you thought we were done with the kerosene, didn't you? Yeah, you thought.
Serious?
All right, here, there's no way this can go wrong whatsoever. This seems like a great idea. Yeah, this is a fine idea. That was extremely anticlimactic compared to what happened last time.
Flashback.
Careful, careful. Oh, sweet baby Jesus Christ on a stick.
End of flashback.
This is also a great opportunity to get rid of any Christmas bags I don't want. All right, I'm just gonna partially cover it and give it a little while. If you sprinkle a little bit of oxide and carbonate on it, sometimes you can see the flame go different colors. Yeah, there you go. Did you see that? My favorite thing to do when it's lit is to get my water hose and spray the top with a metal sheet. And just see the steam roll off it. There it is right there. That's the sweet spot that I want. I covered it just enough to keep all the nice heat and reduction in, but I still want to give it enough space to be open to get enough oxygen right in there so the fire can feed on it. Okay, I'm gonna come back in about an hour to an hour and a half and close it off, because that way I can keep in all the good smoke and reduction and still retain a lot of that heat. So I'm just gonna leave it there for a bit. Ooh. Okay, it's been cracked for about an hour and a half now, so I think I'm just gonna close it up majoritively, leave a tiny little bit of space, and come back to that tomorrow morning. Okay, I know it's been roasting for, oh, it's still extremely hot, so let me get gloves. Oh, God, yeah. As I'm taking these out, these are actually still hot. So you can kind of see they're still smoking a little bit on the grass. Yeah, that's like 9 hours later. It's still that hot. There were a bunch of spiders in here when I first opened this up, but I don't think they're in there anymore. And of course, you know, safety first. Spray that down. This is probably the best one that I got. This one has some really nice coloration right there. I don't know if the camera can pick it up too well, but it has a lot of good rainbow right there. It's real nice. I don't know if you can see it, but this one has the same kind of rainbow effect. I assume that's from the kerosene. It's really difficult to see on camera. There it is, right there. Oh, I almost forgot you down here. You're like the biggest one. There we go. I almost forgot about you. Alright guys, well thank you for joining me today. Right now it's technically New Year's Day and I didn't really know what to do with the rest of my day because I technically have half of the day off and I don't know where to go because everything's closed. So I figured I would do a pit fire. But thank you Dirty Potters for joining me today. If you'd like to see any of my artwork, my Instagram, or you would like to join the clay community down below, we have a bunch of helpful people there. The links are always down below for your beautiful Potter eyes to see. And I will see you Dirty Potters next week.
Baby Jesus Christ on a